All right, so guys, can we talk about the soot? SOOT, pronounced
Pasta
SUT.
just wanted to say
because it's soot. It's not ash. It's soot.
It's just Johnny's annoyed.
Johnny annoyance.
So Johnny, let's just show some of these clips. So this is the West Coast wildfires have burned millions of acres and killed at least 15 people. I think it's up to 20 now, actually. But no, it's just there's tornadoes, guys, like fire tornadoes. Yeah.
Can't play the music, so.
So yeah, there's fire tornadoes. And
well, here's the thing. We've been talking like now. Is it a? Obviously, a lot of people will say it's climate problem, right? Okay, hard to argue that. You know, you're putting fossil fuels in the air, something's gonna happen. But despite that. Is it a question of do we lack the manpower or the actual machinery? Like we talked about Oregon, right? Like, so they got 6 copters and like 5 of them, I guess, are over in Afghanistan. So they don't even have the copters to, the helicopters to fight these fires. Is it a sense? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody has any firefighting experience or knows anything, we'll look in the chat as well. Is it a case of we just don't have the manpower keep these on control? Because I always see the video of the plane coming in and we'll drop the water and take off.
Yeah.
But another plane won't come for 20 minutes. What if it was hitting every 5 minutes? If we had the actual resources and the manpower to do it, or maybe Kamala Harris was using prison labor, but can't we pay people a living wage, a good wage to go fight these fires and have them fought? Ladies and gentlemen, tell us. Is this just something that's out of control, or do we have the capability with more manpower?
So San Francisco looks like a total like Mars. Like it looks like you're on Mars in San Francisco. Here the skies are just really and gray, orange in certain. I don't even think that's a word, but orange and like whatever. And it's really hard to breathe for a lot of people in general. We have pollution here in LA, and it got a little bit better because of COVID and people not being out. But now that there's a freaking like tornadoes everywhere, tornadoes of fire. It sucks. And the fire closest to us is called the Bobcat fire. And that one is only 6% contained. But
it's moving north,
It's
right?
moving more north, thankfully,
so the
because
fam
the
will
winds.
Be safe.
So, but, we're still under an evacuation warning because if any wind shifts, it could easily just come down to the foothill communities, which is like we're right by the St. Gabriel Valley. So, like, we're like right there. And it's hard because it would have to go over the mountains. So, we kind of lucked out on that, but it is very close. If you look at it on a map, it's very, very close to us. It's just for it to get there. They're trying whatever they can to stop it. So,
all right, guys, go over to the Rokfin, by the way, because we have about 12 viewers over there. We need some more over there. Thank you so much, everybody. And
Johnny, there was a tweet or a thing where you could that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how, like, the entire Western United States. Although I see more in Oregon than California than in Washington. So shout out to Land of Oz. I hope they're doing.
Yeah, Oregon's really, really bad. They don't have the copters
Oregon
and stuff.
Really
and I flew in the other day, and it was like all just like, when are we gonna fly out of this cloud? And then I realized we weren't flying out of a cloud. We were flying through all the smoke. Shit, it was ridiculous. So
there's just some more imagery of the Bobcat fire, which is the one right above us, literally. And it's crazy. Yeah, we're right here. I in all my time living, I've seen a few fires in California, but this is probably the worst year, and it's really, really hot too. So it just doesn't.
This is the first time we've ever been in the warning zone for these things.
Yeah. So
I love this here.
Speaking of Biden, we have the green dream, whatever they call it, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what. Yeah. So there she is. So
Nance.
When progressives were posting
moments.
the green dream or whatever, she literally dismissed it like this. And by the way, like we said with Lisa Savage, the Green New Deal, the Democratic one, is lacking. It's not even the best thing. Like the Off Fossil Fuels Act was much better, but they can't even pass something like as like lacking like the Democratic Green New Deal. and she's mocking it. And here it is, your state, Nance. It's burning up. It's in flames. Your state, Newsom. Mr. I just approved recently 360 new fracking projects, and he's over there talking, giving thoughts and prayers, and they're talking about ice cream, and they're talking about all this other shit.
Yeah, 50 since the pandemic started. 50 new fracking permits since like April. 50 in the middle of the pandemic. Nobody else can go to work but the cracking. Oh, yeah.
But you have to vote Republicans. All of the West Coast is on fire. Did you guys see that tweet I posted? Like, I just can't. Like, we're a Democratic supermajority. We're a Democratic supermajority.
And we can't get nothing done. Nothing progressive done. And here we go. We got Nancy Pelosi, the torture sympathizer. She's a war criminal. She knew about it. She did nothing. We got her on Salon Gate the other day. We talked about it. The elites, the nerve, they shut down everybody. It's Blue Anon because you believe in the Rush Gate, right? Then we got Gym Gate. All the gyms are closed down because her nephew, Gavin Newsom, right?
He gets to go to the gym.
He gets to go to the gym, but all gym owners got to close down.
The proletariat.
She got Paycheck Gate. She didn't want to put the paycheck program that Jayapal brought to the table, an amendment in the HEROES Act. She knocked it out of there, saying let people go directly on unemployment. So if their claim runs out, too bad. But if you're giving money in these paycheck forms to your companies and they're paying you off, that unemployment stays in the bank and you don't have to dip into it earlier. It's a benefit for the people. She didn't want to do that. That sucks.
But the Republicans, fam.
But the Republicans.
They're really bad, because Trump got us out of the Paris Climate Agreement. That definitely means that Gavin Newsom can't just issue climate emergency plans.
Yes.
That Gavin Newsom can't, literally stop fracking. Why doesn't Gavin Newsom stop fracking? Why do you think he doesn't stop fracking? Because he takes that money. He takes that oil money. Why don't we have health care for all in California? Because they killed it, SB 562, because guess what? They take the insurance money. Why didn't we fix the homelessness situation in California? Oh, because we're in the pockets of real estate developers. It is that simple. And people who want us to vote for Joe Biden completely lack the understanding that I live in the most democratic state in the country. It's the beacon of progressivism.
Yeah, right.
And yet we have some of the most corrupt Democrats in the entire country. Literally police brutality, which Johnny is going to talk about, running rampant. We have the same issues that they have in southern states like Georgia and North Carolina, and it's all led by Democrats. Why do you guys think the Seattle folks that were protesting were wanting to get rid of that mayor? Why do you think the people in Oregon didn't stop protesting when the feds went home? Because their Democratic governor did absolutely nothing. In fact, he used the police to go after the protesters. So guess what? They agree when it comes to war, when it comes to money. The Democrats and Republicans agree on everything. They are friends. They are not your friend, though.
Yeah. And Nancy Pelosi, she's got herself in hot water. She keeps on getting more unpopular and unpopular and unpopular. Well, this Tuesday, friend of the show, fam, we're going to have on Shahid Buttar, 3 p.m. Pacific time this Tuesday coming up.
Who has spoken out.
Who has. Yes, he has. Who got arrested for going after James Clapper for telling him that you shouldn't have lied to the American people. Remember that, James Clapper? Obama's? Yeah, and guess what, fam? He's got a job on MSNBC. I want to be a Kiwi.
War criminals get hired at MSNBC. Every war criminal knows that. If you ever become a war criminal, know that you have a job there.
Yes.